I'm gonna do a video on celebrity worship. This is one of the things I've always hated on all my entire
I feel
life
like these girls, they
because people would treat things like the Kardashians more important than life itself. The moment something happens with them, all their attention has to go to that specific person. Nothing else matters in this world. And that's pretty much it. It happens with a lot of celebrities, and many celebrity worship groups are like cults. But yeah, there's obviously going to be normal people that just casually follow people around, but then there's always going to be crazy people that always take things too far. And then there's really good people that use it as a way to benefit society. There is always this, but we're talking about like the toxic part right now, where all they do is glaze people, worship them like they're gods among men, even though in reality they're just human beings that just so happen to have more eyes on them than another regular person. Anyways, let's get into this. I know for a fact there's gonna be a lot of people. Yeah, but before we begin, whether it's a YouTuber, whether it's a celebrity, whether it's whatever you worship, if they don't know you and don't do anything to benefit your life, should you really be worshiping them? Anyways, let's get started. That same logic applies to me, by the way. I'm not excluding me from that. But yeah, if the person doesn't know you, doesn't do anything to benefit your life, you should not worship them. You can casually look at stuff they're doing if you like it, but that's pretty much the extent of what you should be doing as a fan. Anyways, let's get started.
want Duke Dennis. They don't want me.
Yep.
If you give me a guilt treat pass, I would take it.
Who would you take it with?
Oh god.
Lindy Waters with her.
Oh my god. Said her boyfriend was right there. Ah. I wonder how happy she would be if he talked about what girl he wanted to do in front of her. Like, obviously, this is their relationship, so I don't know if they're perfectly fine with each other with that. But I would love to see it the other way around.
So I asked my homie, what the fuck are you talking about? He told me he's seen so many Duke Dennis clips that
Oh,
he
God.
knows he smells good.
Kris Jenner dead at 67.
Oh, yeah, before I forget, I remember earlier today, everyone thought Trump was dead because he spent 24 hours without tweeting anything on social media. And that to me was actively insane. Like, all the people who hated him were happy, all the people who love him were sad. And then all the normal people here are just like, what the fuck, guys? It's been one single day. Like, how, like, has he been so active as a president to the singular point where if he spends one day off, people think he's dead? That's a testament to how much that's a testament to how fast he's moving, because this man's on TV almost 24/7 at this rate. Let's begin.
We need to talk. There's a virus, a
Yep.
sickness, a plague upon this world. And I'm not just talking about Twitter, am I right? But like, on a serious note, you guys are obsessed. Like,
Yes.
actually obsessed. Some of you wake up and the first thing you do is check on how your favorite celebrity is doing. What they ate, what they wore, who they're dating.
Oh,
You'll
yeah.
spend hours consuming their content.
Bro. Okay. But yeah, that is true. I remember one time Justin Bieber ate chicken nuggets, and I think they were sold for, it was either 100,000 or close to that amount of money, just because he ate them. But yeah, some people take celebrity worship to the weirdest extent. I will say, whoever sold those nuggets, you definitely made the bag. I hope you're not a crazy obsessed fan and just someone who took advantage of it to sell it to a crazy obsessed fan, because that was a genius move on your part. But anyways, let's keep going.
Commenting and defending them like they pay your rent. I can't describe it as anything short of worship, celebrity worship. So let me break it down for you guys. Celebrities, love them or hate
Yep.
them, they're a massive part of popular culture.
They are.
They're literally everywhere. You know, they make our music, they're in our movies, they're in our memes, they groom kids and scam us with crypto.
Oh,
What's
yeah.
not to love?
Yeah,
Anyways,
that part.
since they contribute so much to the culture and society, it's no surprise that a lot of people look up to them. The thing is, though, that some niggas can never just be normal
Damn.
about shit. We always have to go the extra mile. Some people end up becoming so obsessed and infatuated with celebrities that they end up forming parasocial relationships with them.
Yeah, I know about that. Like, this also happens with things like anime. There's a couple people where they put their favorite waifu everywhere. Yeah, like some people take this idea so far to the point where they might even dedicate an entire shrine to that certain person, that certain idea, the certain whatever. And yeah, it gets crazy to a certain point. This is something that's happened probably all of humanity. The difference is that with the internet, we're able to see it more often than we used to.
A parasocial relationship, for the uneducated
Yep.
people in the audience, is an imaginary relationship between someone and a media figure. It could be an
Yep.
actor, singer, athlete,
Oh
or even a
God.
fictional character. These
Yep.
parasocial relationships manifest themselves in a variety of ways. One of the most popular examples being stan culture.
Yeah, Eminem's song completely explains that. Like, I love Eminem and I love his music, but I don't like dedicate my entire life to consuming his content. I just listen to it, move on with my day, and have multiple different hobbies. I think the problem always is some of these people may not have something else to look forward in life, and which is why they take things like this so seriously, because it fills their day with something to talk about and something to do when they normally wouldn't if they didn't have this one specific thing.
Stans are people, usually unemployed, who
Yep.
decide to use their finite, God-given time to defend people who don't even know they exist. It's pretty
Yep.
much the parasocial final boss. If that wasn't bad enough, these people are usually some evil bastards.
They are.
Say anything negative about Taylor Swift or any K-pop group, and there will
Oh
be
yeah.
dozens of stan accounts telling you to take yourself out the game and leaking your exact coordinates. Shit, even grown-ass men partake in this nonsense. I remember how niggas were
Bruh.
treating the Kendrick and Drake beef with the same seriousness as an election. People were busy picking sides and treating this shit like it was war, and not just a
Jesus.
poetry battle between two 40-year-old men.
Yeah. When you put rap like that, it definitely sounds less cool than it actually was. But yeah, all they were doing was throwing mean poetry at each other. Like, the songs were fire, I have to admit, but if you bring it down to the level of it just being mean poetry, it sounds extraordinarily lame.
To this day, there are still people fighting the good fight. Let me
Yep.
just come out and say it. They don't know you though, bro. You refusing to stream either of their albums out of some weird obligation to your favorite artist does
Man.
absolutely nothing to either of their careers. Because at the end of the day, they're still both millionaires.
Yep.
Aside from stan culture, the meat riding and cock gobbling that some fans do is absolutely diabolical. There are some fans who praise any and everything a celebrity does just because they like them. Like,
Exactly.
some celebrities will do the bare minimum, and people will praise them like they ended world hunger.
Oh yeah. Like, some people would praise celebrities for eating at a fancy restaurant that the meals are $800 each for being so humble and so giving to the community. While other times when celebrities actually genuinely do give back to the community, people shit on them for not doing enough, for never being enough, and always telling them that no matter how much they contribute, they're always worthless. Like, this goes both ways, but stan culture is both worshiping, and also there's a side that will hate you and will never, ever, ever let you do anything positive and just get away with it for once.
Celebrities are the masters of aura farming for this specific reason.
Yep.
Now, Playboy Cardi, for example, can abandon his son
Yep.
and lie to his fans for years, and people will just call that aura.
Yeah, he was a piece of shit.
Food is so tough. The way he gets pulled over for speeding is so tough. The way he
Yep.
scam baited. Okay, that's actually kind of tough, I'm not gonna lie. Even worse.
Oh, for anyone who doesn't know, he came to Aiden Ross. He talked to him for like, I think it was 5-6 minutes. Aiden wanted to give him $1 million in order to talk with him. And by the end of it, he just walked out, not caring, and that was it. And it was so bad to the point Aiden Ross's fans threw a giant fit because they thought it was gonna be cool. but it turned out to just be a piece of shit celebrity doing a piece of shit move because he only cared about the money. He never cared about anything else other than that. And his own PR team had to convince him that he fucked up in order to try and fix the situation. It was not of his own goodwill. If you had Keanu Reeves there, he would have stayed. If you had John Cena there, he would have stayed. There are certain celebrities that would stay there, but he just happened to pick one of the shitty ones that would take advantage of a fan and not care at the end of the day.
Is when people look to celebrities for serious takes on political and social
Oh,
issues.
yeah.
OMG, guys, Timothy Chalamet just said that climate change is bad. He's literally the
God.
second coming. Like, why the fuck do niggas want political input from people who are just here to entertain us?
Yep.
Dave Chappelle put it best.
I love Dave
right
Chappelle.
around September 11th, Ja Rule was on MTV. That's what they said. They said, we got Ja Rule on the phone. Let's see what Ja's thoughts are on this tragedy. Who gives a fuck what Ja Rule thinks at a time like this, nigga? This is ridiculous.
Exactly.
I'm scared to death. I want some answers that Ja Rule might not have right now.
Like, bro,
Yeah. But that's what I love about this, which is these people may be experts in a certain thing they do, but expertise in one field doesn't translate to another field. Just because you're an expert at dancing and moonwalking doesn't mean you know how to goddamn fix a car. There's a lot of things that it doesn't translate to. You could be a genius in one field and a complete retard in another. Like, for example, I don't know anything about medicine. I can't tell you what a label does just because of reading it. So therefore, I just decide to stick out of it, stick to things I know, and never bother telling people any of that stuff because I have pretty much no moral authority over it.
why exactly were people so mad at J. Cole and Kendrick for not giving their opinion on
Yep.
the BLM stuff that happened in 2020? I'm pretty sure you'd know how they felt based off all the music they put out
Yep.
these past few years. Even still, what difference would it have even made? Oh shit,
Nothing.
guys. Kendrick just said police brutality is bad. We're all saying
Damn.
now. Speaking of Kendrick, this man has been getting glazed to high hell ever
Oh.
since he did the Super Bowl. His monthly listeners have reached levels that no other rapper has ever seen before. And
Yep.
now, on top of that,
Still less than a bunch of other pop stars.
people are trying to play Sherlock Holmes and decipher his Super Bowl performance.
Yep.
If I'm being real, I've watched some of these videos, but I can't help but notice that there's some crazy reaches in them. Like,
Yeah, there are.
Kendrick is a smart guy, but people are looking way too deep into this. Even when celebrities mess up or do
Mhm.
evil shit, people will decide to do free damage control for them. Like,
Yep.
Nicki Minaj is literally married to Diddy Light, but your fans will silence you if you ever even bring it up. Even as a Kanye fan, I noticed this shit. No lie,
Yep.
a lot of the stuff
Bro, I'm not even joking. Kanye is at the level where if he loses all his fans, he's still gonna be able to get away with saying whatever he wants. He's too rich to cancel, and people have to deal with it no matter what. Kanye is just at that level where he doesn't need fans anymore.
he's been doing recently really just reeks of attention-seeking behavior. But a lot
Yep.
of his fans will still tell you that the media's just trying to make him a villain or some shit.
Oh, he
Now,
villainized
tell me
himself.
what exactly about this tweet is the media not understanding? Even in sport, there are a lot of athletes who have done some very questionable stuff, but
Yeah.
people just choose to ignore it because, oh, they scored a lot of points and they won a championship or some shit. I bet if Diddy's music was actually good, there'd probably still be some people defending him. Motherfuckers
There
will be
would be.
talking about how much they hate billionaires and they want to eat the rich, but then draw the line at Rihanna and Taylor Swift. I
Exactly.
won't forget the Taylor Swift GoFundMe. Another aspect of these parasocial
what the hell?
relationships is when fans feel so close to a celebrity that they even start to copy the shit they do. Don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with being inspired by someone, but it gets to
Yeah.
a point. Like,
Yo, okay, that guy. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna ignore what that old man did. But yeah, there's a difference between taking inspiration and learning from somebody, and literally just thinking every little move they do in life is some kind of grand gesture towards a better world, and that everything they do brings society closer, and everyone should follow him, and anyone who doesn't like them immediately should be attacked and nuked off the planet. And yeah, this is one of those things like that.
People will copy the way a celebrity walks, the way
My
they
stomach
talk,
hurt.
the way they eat, their interests,
Yep.
even their race. 90%
Oh
of
God.
Playboy Cardi fans would not be wearing Rick Owens and dressing like a JoJo character if he didn't make that shit cool. I hate to bring up
Exactly.
Kendrick again, but his fans just make it too damn easy. The jeans he wore to the Super Bowl sold
Oh
out just
yeah.
because he wore them. And these things ain't
Holy shit. $1,300? Look, I'm gonna be real. I don't care who you are. If you're spending $1,300 on jeans, like you dumb. You literally are dumb. It looks like any other pair of jeans. The most I would spend on jeans, maybe $80. And that's only if inflation catches up to the rate where $80 is the standard for jeans. Most jeans I would buy maybe $15, $30. I'm gonna be real. A lot of clothing is very unnecessary. I do like jackets, but there's a certain level I wouldn't go over. If it's over 200, not me. I'll say that is a small weakness, but I have limits too.
cheap, mind you. When will the glaze end? A
Ew.
weird aspect of this though is when celebrities destigmatize stuff. Like there are niggas who literally do drugs
Yep.
just because they want to be like their favorite rapper. I will
Yep.
say though that I'm grateful that rappers and celebrities destigmatize watching anime. Like pre 2013, you had to keep that shit on the down low. But still, it's
Nah.
crazy to me that niggas can't just think for themselves and do their own thing. In the end, I can understand celebrity worship to an extent. Celebrities are usually very talented and usually
Yep.
have a good work ethic. So I'm not really surprised
Except
that
some of
people
them.
would look up to them. But it's almost like some people make liking a celebrity their whole personality.
Yep, and that's what I meant by people dedicate shrines. Like, look at this. All pictures of him, all that stuff. This is 100% a female's room or a gay guy's room. There is no straight man in the world that could have this on his walls without his friend group entirely turning on him for being gay. Absolutely not. But yeah, this is exactly what I mean. Like, all this stuff dedicated to a person. This person has never once done anything for you. They don't even know you exist. And the way I could explain this is it's not even like you're going down and gobbling on their sausage because they don't even know you exist. You're on a level that's even far lower than that because they don't even know who you are and you're doing this much work. This is the equivalent of whiffing someone's fart and considering it your life support ever since that moment. And they don't even know who the hell you are.
Having a one-sided relationship with someone that you literally only know through interviews is kind of weird. By the way,
Yep.
everything I said does not apply to LeBron James.
Oh. Yeah. Hey, you may be a hypocrite, but at least you're a mostly smart hypocrite.
Like I feel like these girls.
Yeah. Anyways, that was pretty good, but yeah. Yeah, celebrity worship. To be honest, I always found it weird as hell. Like, I have people I like, and I have people I hate. But most of the time, the celebrities I do like, at minimum, aren't worthless pieces of shit that are actually making society actively worse. But yeah, like, everyone has a set of celebrities they like or keep up with, and that's perfectly fine. The thing is, just don't go far enough to the point you're fighting battles that the celebrity doesn't even know exist. A great video, and that's all for this one.